Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, we're looking at part 2 of the iconic vintage Origins line that we hope to get in the cartoon collection, getting that Filmation upgrade in the Origins line. And I picked 6 random figures today. Yesterday I did 5 random figures, with a few figures, thanks to Pixel Dan and Dark Horse Comics, that I would like to get as an exclusive, hopefully. But I picked a few, like 6 more figures to look at, and there's so many great figures out there. So this is not going to be like a 2-part, review. So sometime later down, we'll look at some more iconic Origins figures that, at least for me, I would love to see, get the cartoon collection upgrade or Filmation, upgrade or remake, all right, from the Origins. All right, so I picked 6 random figures once again, and 2 of those figures I would love to get their alternate looks, okay? Now, the first one, of course, is Roboto here, all right? I mean, that's a no-brainer. Like I said before, in the part 1, I'm sure at some point, all these figures I'm about to show you, I'm sure we will get eventually in the cartoon collection. It's just a matter of when, okay? As long as the demand's there, and as in the cartoon collection is going strong, and as collectors, it's something that we want. But I'm sure we will. I mean, these are amazing figures. The cartoon collection is nailing it with that Filmation style feel and look. So like I said, I picked 6 random figures. All right. So the first one here, of course, is Roboto here. I mean, he was in a few, getting that Filmation style Roboto. I think would be amazing. The look was, pretty cool. And of course, I think Super 7 did give us a Roboto figure. All right, so that's one of my figures I would love to get, the cartoon collection upgrade. All right, remake. All right, and let me know in the comments below if you don't see a figure here. Let me know if there is a figure in the Origins line or He-Man in general that you would love to see get that cartoon collection remake or look, for the collection. All right. So, all right. So the first one is, of course, Roboto. All right. So the next one, of course, I picked out is, of course, Whiplash. I remember Whiplash being a big part of the Filmation cartoon. I would love to get a Filmation style Whiplash in the cartoon collection. I think that would be an amazing figure to be added to the cartoon collection. If Skeletor's bad guys. He was shown quite a bit in the Filmation cartoon, so I would love to get a Filmation cartoon collection version of Whiplash. And I'm also curious about, if we did get these amazing figures, in the cartoon collection, what item would they put in? I'm sure, it would have to do with an episode where Whiplash and Roboto was heavily featured in, all right? So I think that'd be really cool. Once again, getting a Whiplash, in that Filmation style cartoon collection. All right. All right. Next one, of course, it's a no-brainer. I'm sure we will get him. Is, of course, Buzz-Off. I mean, Buzz-Off was a huge part of He-Man's friends. All right. And I would love to get a cartoon collection or Filmation upgrade of Buzz-Off. And what I think there was an episode where the honey, the farm, I think, has some very magical properties, and I think Skeletor used some of that, and he was very strong as He-Man, but of course He-Man let the effects wear off, and of course Skeletor went back to his normal self. So getting that the honeycomb, item for him for the cartoon collection, I think that would be a really cool item to have with Buzz-Off. So, of course, Buzz-Off, once again, I would love to see get that cartoon collection upgrade. I'm sure he will. All right. All right. Now, the next one, of course, it's a no-brainer. Once again, these are all no-brainers because these are still all amazing figures. And I'm sure, like I said, at one point, we'll get all these figures in the cartoon collection. But, of course, Orko, because he was made from, he was, created from Filmation, okay? Now, about Orko, the one thing I would love to see Orko, get, is get a 3-pack with Uncle Monty and, was it Dreely, his girlfriend? I think getting a Filmation-style 3-pack of Orko's family, including Orko, would be an amazing 3-pack, for us collectors. Getting, Orko and his, if you want to do that more of that vintage style 80s version where he get the string line and he can like roll around, and including, base and flight stand. I think that would be a really cool, version of Orko, getting him in the cartoon collection, that Filmation style version of him with his Uncle Monty and his girlfriend as a Dreely, I think. I think I'm saying her name right. If I'm not, I apologize. But getting a 3-pack Orko family, 3-pack for the cartoon collection, like a exclusive, Target exclusive, Walmart exclusive, I think that would be a great addition to the collection. All right. Let me know in the comments below what do you think about that. All right. All right. Now these next two, all right. I would love to get their alternate looks here. All right, now if you are been a seasoned collector for some time, and you probably are aware that, of course, Jitsu, okay, all right, in the Filmation cartoon, he was not named Jitsu, okay, he was named Chopper, right there, and I would love to get a Filmation version of this figure. As you can see in this, he does not have a back metal like gold hand right there, and I remember him. I think he was in. The only time I saw him in Filmation, and he could have been in other episodes, all right? I believe he was in the first episode, I believe, trying to take down Grayskull with Skeletor. And as you can see right there, he does not have a gold back metal, karate chopping hand right here. So I would love to get this version of him, and I hope they will call him Chopper, not Jitsu. Now, if they want to, I don't know, give us an extra hand sculpt with the gold hand, they could swap out, or a whole arm. I would love that as well. And of course, like Fisto, I hope they will bring back that power attack, feature that he was known for in the vintage 80s line. So let me know in the comments, if you would love to get a version of Chopper, not Jitsu, in the cartoon collection, little deep cut figure here. I think that would be amazing. I mean, like I said, or give us both. I wouldn't mind getting both versions of him. All right. All right, now the next figure. Once again, I want to thank Pixel Dan and Dark Horse Comics for this amazing book here. And all right, now the next figure here, I would love to get it as an exclusive. Now this figure, was a bad guy. Yeah, so bad in fact that even Skeletor had to help out. He had to contribute his magic to bring down this particular foe. All right, and who I'm talking about was, of course, Evil Seed. I would love to get a cartoon collection version, or a Mattel Creations exclusive version of Evil Seed, and getting like the vines as well. And I would love to get them flocked. I think that would be a cool addition. Because I remember watching that episode and seeing He-Man, Skeletor, the Sorceress, and Orko all above Grayskull, and having to use their combined magic to bring down this one like evil person. He was like pretty much dominating the entire planet. Even Skeletor had to, for a moment there, for a very brief moment, had to put his difference side of He-Man against He-Man to help out for a brief moment. And of course, he tried to take over Grayskull anyways, but it didn't matter. So I would love to get a version of Evil Seed, and you can make him flocked. Make him, like Mossman or something, and then while you have your own Mossman Evil Seed battle, So I would love to get a Mattel Creations exclusive figure of Evil Seed. All right. Now, speaking of Mossman, I can't remember if Mossman, guys, was a part of the Filmation cartoon. I think he was. I think he might have came into the later half of the life, or the near the end of the run of the Filmation, but I can't remember. Maybe I'm thinking about 2000X now, and so let me know in the comments below if we did get a Mossman version of in the Filmation cartoon. We actually saw him in Filmation. I think we did. I'm like 90% positive, like 95% positive that we did. So let me know in the comments below if we did get a version of Mossman in the Filmation cartoon. All right. And finally, guys, Now this figure, I was unaware. Like I said, if you already been a seasoned collector for some time, I gotta get it ready here. Okay, where are you at here? I apologize here, guys. Where are you at here? Okay. All right. So, sorry. So, once again, you know, if you have been a seasoned collector for some time now, collecting this amazing line for over 40 years, and, you know, this figure, I was not even aware of that fact that he was a horde, part of the horde. And who I'm talking about, okay, is Tongue Lasher, okay? Who's this version of him is, of course, part of the Snake Man line. I have him right here. You know, and of course, you know, in the, I guess, Princess of Power line, or I believe, he was member of the Horde. And he's right here. So this is his Horde version right here. Tongue Lasher. You can see right there. Now that's crazy. I never knew that. You know, like I said, I believe part of the, you can see the Horde symbol right there. Part of, I guess, Princess of Power, I believe, because that's what the Horde was generally, you know, part of, was Princess of Power. But yeah, getting this version of Tongue Lasher, you know, in the cartoon collection, I think that would be really cool to get. So let me know in the comments below, did you know that? Did you know that he was part of the Horde and not part of the Snake Men? I'd like to get all these, you know, his equipment right there. I mean, that'd be really cool to get this version of him. Alright, but there you go, guys. There's 6 more random figures that I picked out in the Origins collection that I would love to get that, of course, Filmation upgrade for us. And like I said, I'm sure at some point we will eventually get these amazing figures down the road in the collection. Alright, once again, we looked at Roboto, Whiplash, of course, Buzz-Off, Orko, and Jitsu or Chopper, and Tongue Lasher. But like I said, there's so many great figures out there that we can still look at, and I'm sure and sometime down, you know, the road we'll do this again, looking at more iconic figures, you know, from the Origins line that I would love to see get that Filmation. I would love all of them get the upgrade Filmation style, you know, remake of each of these figures. But there's so many great figures like Manny Faces and Zodak and Ram Man, you know, even like She-Ra, the entire Princess. That's a whole separate thing. You know, the whole Princess of Power thing. I would love to, of course, do that whole line, you know, in Origins. Hordak and all the Horde members as well, you know. So, you know, we'll look at that down the road, you know. So, all right, but there you go. Let me know in the comments below once again if you know, if you can think of any figure in that you would love to get, you know, even the vintage line, you know, that you would love to get in Origins, not just a cartoon collection version or vintage line. Let me know in the comments below if there is a figure out there that you would love to see get the Origins remake. All right, but there you go, guys. Once again, all right, guys. I'd like to take the time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you made it this far in the video and have not subscribed, please subscribe. I love talking with you guys, all things Masters of the Universe, like the Origins line here, like the cartoon collection, like the Turtles of Grayskull line, all right, to the Masters line, which has a variety of great brands, of course, from the Revelation to the Revolution to New Eternia. We have New Adventures of He-Man, Sunman, Princess of Power. What else? CGI. There's a couple of CGI figures there from Masterverse. To the CGI line itself was a great brand. All right, Press Collection. Of course, that line is now done, but they produced a lot of really cool, interesting figures in that line. All right, and we look at those from time to time. All right. Of course, hit that like button, and thank you for doing that. It helps my channel to get out there to grow for more people like us who love this amazing product, to hopefully watch my videos and subscribe as well. So hitting that like button, thank you so much for doing that, everybody. It means a lot. So thank you so much. All right. And hit that notification bell when you upload new videos. And I have a lot of figures coming very soon to the collection to do a lot of unboxing. Of course, I have that collector vehicle from Skeletor from the cartoon collection coming very soon. Should be here within a couple days. I have the Wave 3, the entire Wave 3 coming as we speak to to the collection to do a full unboxing of the Turtles of Grayskull line. My apologies. Wave 13 is on its way as well. All right, so there's a lot of great figures to unbox together, and I hope you will join me for that. All right. Of course, share this video who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe, like the amazing Origins line here. And now it led to the cartoon collection, to the Turtles of Grayskull, to even the Masters of the WWE Universe, which was a crossover event where we saw wrestlers of the WWE and the World of Eternia. We do reviews on that. We even do Pure Superstars line, which is a Pure Origins wrestling line that we look at on the channel. Of course, Masterverse, I mean, over like 40 years to the 80s line. You know, we have 80s to classics, to 2000X, to, Princess of Power, to Mondo and Funko Pops and Origins and Masterverse and Super 7. I mean, you name it. I mean, Turtles of Grayskull, Cartoon Collection. I mean, this incredible line is absolutely amazing. So I hope everybody has a great Thursday, and I'll see everybody on Friday. Take care and have a good one.